Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namastutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhavatya Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjane Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gunave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Vadamahayam Tada Siva Padandikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpadarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So reading from Bhagavatam, 5th canto, the creative impetus. We are studying about the different dweeps in the Pumandal. So already in 19th chapter, we have studied about Jambudvipa. So Jambudvipa, like 1 lakh yojanas, which is 8 lakhs miles actually. So 1 yojana is 8 miles. So you have to multiply like that. So the next Dvipa will be the double than that of the Jambudvipa. So the width will be double actually. And even the water surrounded by that, whatever we have studied, Jambudvipa is being surrounded by salt water. Okay, we are in the Jambudvipa and all the oceans are in the salt water only. That we are very much clear, correct na? So and the next island, whatever we have studied actually being who is the deity actually we worship in the next Dvipa, that is Jambudvipa salt water, and next Dvipa is Lakshwa Dvipa. So here we have studied sun god actually, correct na? In Jambudvipa, what we have studied, the deity being the worshipable deity, wherein the demigod worship yesterday, whatever we have spoken also, it should be worshipped in such a manner with the inhabitants of the particular Dvipa, they will be worshipping the deity for that particular Dvipa, that being the sun god for the Jambudvipa, but indirectly will be worshipping glorifying the Supreme Lord. So it is not the deity only that directly we are doing, it is like indirectly we are worshipping the sun god, because without the Supreme Personality Godhead, without his energy, nothing can be done. Nothing will work out here. Nothing will act. So that's what we have studied in the first few slokas of the 20th chapter also, how demigod worship has to be made. So wherein even in Bhagavad Gita, so Bhagavan is telling we are doing in the wrong way. So it is not done in the right understanding way. So the demigods doesn't possess any extra, that is their own individual Shakti or whatever the benedictions, all they are receiving from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and whatever the demigods are giving us, they are from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So no one can act individually here. So that with that understanding, we should start praying. Whatever the prayers, it has to be done as a duty, it should be done in that manner only. Okay, so Jambudvipa, the prime deity being what? Sun god, correct na? The second one is Lakshadvipa. So what is the prime deity there? Moon, correct na? We have studied already. And then next is Salmali Dvipa. So who is that is a deity has been worshipped there actually, and the prayers offered by the inhabitants to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is the deity there? Can anyone tell? Panchamahabhutas. Now all the 5 other things will come under Panchamahabhutas only. So what are the Panchamahabhutas?
Fire god.
Fire god. Right. Correct na? Kushadvipa. Kushadvipa is actually who is the deity there?
Varuna.
Who is the deity?
Varuna.
Varuna is Krauncha. Yesterday still we are studying. Okay, fire. So
Fire.
Varun is for the Kraunch. For Kushadipa.
Fire god.
No,
Fire.
you have to. No.
Fire. Kushadipa is fire.
Fire god, I think.
Fire god.
No. Fire. But we have studied about Salmali Deepa. That is before that. We have spoken about fire god only. See, even I'm getting little confused because yesterday only I started preparing that.
Kushadipa is fire god, Mataji.
Yes. Kusha is
fire
god. Fire god.
Okay. Then Salmali Deepa, it should be another thing actually.
Is Chandrama.
Chandrama.
Salmali is Chandrama.
Okay, fine. So all the 7 we are having the Priyavrata. King Priyavrata created 7 big islands in the and then he gave each and every island to one of his sons actually. He had 7 sons and he gave each island. And in that, first is Jambudiva, second one is Plakshva, third one is Salmali Deepa, fourth one is Kusha. Until 4 we have already completed. The 5th one yesterday I started, and then we are into that. Now today is a very important thing. The prayers actually offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what is the quality of water actually? Quality is, what the water will do. So why in any pujas or whatever we do, without water we cannot do. Correct, na? So Achaman also we do with water only. So what is the quality of the water actually? Why the water is considered?
Purifying nature. Purifying nature. Purifying nature.
Water has the inbuilt quality of purifying oneself actually. So and that's why many people will ask the chanting. In general, we would have heard you can chant anywhere, at any situation. Correct now? So many people will start chanting in the early morning without taking bath also. See, without taking bath also you can chant, but how far you will be focused, how far you will be inclined in the more attentive in the chanting will be very, very less when compared after we take bath. When we take bath, when water is we are pouring on ourselves, automatically the purification, with the freshness, all those things will happen, and then we'll be more focused in the chanting also. So purification is very, very important. Okay, so I think in the earlier chapters we have studied about the Ganges also. In I think in first canto also 18th chapter, that I will come later. So more than water purification, like Ganga water actually, when we go and take bath in Ganga, our sins are all getting cleared. That means it will get washed away. So more than that purification, what is the other part wherein the purification happens actually? Anyone can think of that?
Nama Japa, Mataji.
Nama Japa is a way of devotional service. That is also right, but I'm very much specific about. There are many examples also in our Bhagavadam only. Okay. For example, so many times we need to take bath in Ganges also to get rid of all our sins. Whereas one person get association of a pure devotee, his sins will be cleared. For example, Mrigari, the hunter.
Destroys sin.
Yeah. No, one time he got the association, correct na? So one association of Narada Muhini. So he got cleared of the sins and he became a pure devotee. So more than water purification, association of the devotee, pure devotee will cleanse away everything. Here the purification is happening where? In the heart. Correct na? The purification, one must purify the heart. That will help them to elevate in the spiritual path. So even in 18th chapter of first canto Bhagavadam, Parishit Maharaj got cursed from Shringi Muni, and then he handed over the kingdom to his son, and then he came there, and Sukadev Goswami also has reached there, wherein there were no WhatsApp or no any telegram or nothing, mail communication and all. Still, Narada Maharishi, Vyasadev and all arrived, other sages also arrived there. Okay, so why they have arrived there actually? To hear the Bhagavadam from that pure devotee. So association is very, very important. A pure devotee even can cleanse the river water. So that is by association of there was one conversation between Krishna and Mother Ganges. In Kali Yuga, many people, that is out of 100%, 99% will be impure only. So in such souls that they will come and bathe and they will make me dirt only. So Ganga was very much worried, it seems, in one of the Upanishad. I am not able to recollect the exact name where I read it. That means that particular Upanishad name. But still, there was conversation. Krishna told, it seems actually, don't worry, my pure devotees will clear your dirts. So the association of the pure devotees even cleanses the Mother Ganges because of the dirt made by the impure souls. So what to tell of the other things, right? Na? So like that, Mrigari, even Jagai Madai got, that is, they got cleared, correct? Na? They got away from the sins because of the mercy of the Nityananda Prabhu. So like that, so the purification of heart is very, very important. So purification, the water, it comes from the water. Okay, today we are going to read about the prayers which has been submitted to Supreme Personality of Godhead by the inhabitants of the this particular Krauncha Deepa. So yesterday some 4-5 slokas we read about the what are the things main, that is for 7 rivers and 7 mountains and the main tree, all those things we studied yesterday, and who is the prime deity of worship in the form of stone or iron. All those things we studied actually. About that particular Deepa we studied, wherein today the prayers by the inhabitants of that particular deep will be made. It's a very, very nice prayer actually. So one should recite. So today we'll see only this sloka and then let us meditate on this sloka. Okay. I humbly request the devotees to hand raise actually to recite. Everyone who is possible, please recite actually. Yes. Madhumai Krishna Kant Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
Pranams Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Apaha Purusha Viryahasta Punanti Bhurbhuvassuvaha Tanaha Punitam Iva Agni Sprishatam Atmana Bhuva iti. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Anjali Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dharma Pranam.
Dandavat Pranams.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Apaha Purusha Viryahastha Punanti Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha Tanaha Punita Amivadvanihi Sprishatam Atmana Bhuva iti. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya Apa Purusha Viryasta Punanti Bhurbhuva Swava Tana Punitam Nivagni Sparshatam Atmana Bhuvahiti. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Prana Nandini Madhavi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, प्रणाम माता जी.
Pranams
ओम
Mataji.
भगवते वासुदेवाय आपः पुरुषवीर्यः स्थ पुनन्तिर्भुवः स्वः तानः पुनतिम् अवग्निः स्पर्शताम् आत्मना भुव इति. हरे कृष्ण माता जी. थैंक यू माता जी.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes. Revati Mataji.
Krishna Mataji, Pranams Mataji. Om
Pranams
Namo
Mataji.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya Apaha Purusha Viryaha Sa Punanti Purvaswaha तानः पुनीतमिव Spurusudam Sudatam Atmana Bhuvaidi. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Usha Daivati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
Pranams
Namo
Mataji.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya Apaha Purusha Vidyastha Gunantir Budhuvaswaha Tana Punitami Vanya Yinihim Sparshtam Atmana Bhuva Iti. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Madhumati Vilasini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी
Pranams.
ओम भगवते वासुदेवाय आपः पुरुष वीर्याः स्थः पुनन्ति भूर्भुवः सुवः तानः पुनीतामिवग्निः स्पृशत आत्मना भुव इति. थैंक यू माताजी. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Vijay Kumari Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी. प्रणाम माता जी.
Pranams Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय आपः पुरुषवीर्यः स अभुनन्तिर्पूर्वभुवः सुवः ताना पुनिदामीवग्नि स्पृशताम् आत्मना भुव इति. थैंक यू माता जी.
Thank you. Okay. Apaha Purusha Viryahasta Punanti Bhurbuva Suvaha Tana Punitamiva Nihiha Sprashtam Atmana Bhuvahiti. Synonyms. Apaha. Apaha means the water. Purusha Viryaha, endowed with the energy of Supreme Personality of Godhead. See how actually the reference has been made. So it is not the energy of the Varun Dev. It is the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by which they have been endowed actually. So Stha, you are. Punantitaha, sanctifying. Bhuva, the planetary system. Bhuhu. Bhuvaha, planetary system. Bhuha, planetary system. Suvaha, that means Swargalok, Bhuvarlok, Borlok. All these three lokas. Taha, that water. Naha, of us. Punita, purify. Amiva, Nihi, who destroys sins. Sparshatam, of those touching. Atmanaha, by your constitutional position. Bhuvaha, the bodies. Iti, thus. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The inhabitants of Krauncha Deepa worship with this mantra. So, whom they are worshipping, actually the deity being the Varun Dev, but still how they are worshipping is very, very important. So, they are referring that is the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, water of the rivers, that means they are speaking about the characteristics of the water here. You have obtained the energy, that means the water which is flowing from Bhuvar and then Swar. So they have obtained, it has obtained energy from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So water doesn't possess its own energy. It has been the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, you purify the three planetary system, that is Bhur, Bhuvar, and then the Swar, known as Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, that is above us, and above us is the above the Bhuvarloka is the Swargaloka. By your constitutional nature, you take away sins. So, and that is why we are touching you. Kindly continue to purify us. So the purification process happens by the energy of that is Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the direct meaning, wherein when you see the externally, it is the water is with the help of water, we are getting purified. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.4. So the 8 things actually: Bhumir, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Tamam, Mano, Buddhir, Evacha. Ahankara, Ityatam me, Binna, Prakriti, Ashtadaha. 8 things actually, 8 material energies. They are coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead only. Separated energies. So earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. So Panchamahabhutas, along with that mind, intelligence, and Ahankara. This all 8 comprises the Supreme Personality Godhead. Actually, the separated energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the energy of the Lord acts throughout the creation. So there is nothing apart from the Supreme Personality of Godhead energy or his form here. So everything is the source of all the creations actually. Just as heat and light come from the sun. Correct. So wherein one is organic and another one is inorganic. Wherein heat we will feel, which is an organic product. And the light being the inorganic, we can only, that is the visual actually. So act within the universe and make everything work. So the purpose here we need to see. So whatever it has been, that is blessed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from in the creation point of view, it is to act only. So there is no inaction and all here. Everyone has to act and we have to work. Without doing our duty, I think we cannot survive here. We cannot take care of even our body, which is a mortal thing. The specific rivers mentioned in the Shastras are also energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Bharatvarsh, we also pray na Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, Sindhu, Kaveri. We always, when you are doing the Kalasa Puja Sankalpa, so Prohit also tells this actually. That means whatever water we are keeping in that kalash, actually, we think that we have collected all those main rivers water actually. So that purification happens. Even in Achaman, we take the water and we tell Keshava Nama, Madhava Nama, Govinda Nama, Vishnave Nama, Vishnave Nama, Vishnave. That is how actually we purify the things. So without Achaman, we never start any of the that is a ritualistic or spiritual process. We never take up actually. So water is the main important characteristics in purification. So more than the water purification is the association of a pure devotee. So how we are associating daily with the pure devotee? We are associating in Bhagavadam or in a Bhagavad Gita classes to Srila Prabhupada being a pure devotee. So that's how our purification also is happening. I think this part everyone will be accepting. Because how we have been in the earlier and how we have become today, we are not at a very higher level, but at least we will be able to realize where we are doing wrong, what we have to do, what is our duty. Those type of discrimination, to that level at least we have been elevated. Correct na? So this is very, very important. Association of the pure devotee will cleanse everything actually, whatever dirt we are having. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moga, Mada, Makshara. So all these 6 things will get cleared off by association of the pure devotee. How we can have association? By reading the books of Srila Prabhupada, we can have a great association, and by his mercy, we will be able to cleanse ourselves. The specific rivers mentioned in Shastras are also, everything has been created by the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So nothing is missed out here. And people who regularly bathe in them. So in Ganges, if you go and take bath once, we will not get rid of all the sins. We have to continuously take that means at regular time, the intervals and all, we have to take bath. Then by interval only, our sins will get eradicated. Wherein, this will, by taking association of a pure devotee, at one shot we will get a purification. It can actually be seen that many people are cured of disease simply by bathing in the Ganges. Similarly, the inhabitants of Rauchadeepa purify themselves by bathing in the rivers there. So this is how they are performing the purification process. But for Kali Yuga, for us, it has been advised actually as per the Vedic Shastras also, one who is associating, taking shelter of a spiritual master and acting according to the guidance of the spiritual master by rendering Tatviti Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. Correct na? So Tattvadarshi, we being a Tattvadarshi. So we'll get cleansed actually from the heart. Here not the mind or intelligence we are thinking. When one's heart is cleansed, automatically the other senses, intelligence, mind, everything will come into the control. So heart needs to be purified, and this purification happens only with the association of the pure devotees. So this is how and even in the 18th chapter of Canto 1, wherein all the rishis and saintly people came there to have the Bhagavadam association from the pure devotee. So that is very, very important. That will cleanse. They being a great, their position is in a very higher level, in a renounced order also. Still, they came there to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam, which will cleanse the heart. So that is very, very important. So cleansing the heart is very important. So purification, when we consider, so we always think of water being the purification material actually to cleanse externally, but internal purification happens by the association of the pure devotee. So if any other examples, if you are able to give here, that will be helping us a lot. And one more thing, sun also gives light, correct now? And even moon also gives the light. What is the difference between the sun's light and the moon's light? How actually, and it has a, sun means we have a cloud also, correct now? So we have studied in physics. The water evaporates and it creates the clouds, wherein from up, because through our vision, we are not able to visualize the sun, correct now? Wherein sun is there, and then every day sun is coming. Every day we are able to visualize during the dawn and then during the dusk, actually. So sun comes and actually he goes. That's how the day actually, we are 12 hours we are calculating, correct now? But in between the day also, for some time, when cloud actually covers the sun, we think that sun is not there. That is from the material perspective, wherein sun is still there, but only thing, our eyes is not able, doesn't have the quality to visualize the sun still there, because it has been covered by the clouds. So what is the but in moonlight there is a special characteristic, na? So with the help of moon, what we get actually, that light rays, we have studied in Bhagavad Gita also.
Vegetables, the taste,
It gives the
Taste to the vegetables.
taste, leaves, everything we get it.
Medicinal qualities.
Gives
Mataji.
it gives the what is that, amrita, or we can tell that means taste,
Vitalize.
which is required for the vegetables, and that which gives a life factor in that when we take it, actually, when you take it as a food, correct now? So from moon we get this, whereas from the sun we have this blockage, whereas we are able to visualize the moon, whereas at times we are not able to visualize the sun. So both are giving the light, actually. That means as per the application, so as per the energy which has been created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the application is, so how we have to understand where it has to be used, actually. So here the life factor we are getting because of the moon, and it is for some specific purpose. So sun, without the sun we cannot have anything here, correct na? So even the cultivation will not happen. So very important, sun is very important. So everything has its own purpose, but we should analyze, so what is the importance of the sun and the moon. So like that, both are giving the light, whereas the sunlight is giving a hot, whereas the moonlight is giving a will give a pleasant mood for us. So the application part is totally different. So that's how the creation. So every creation has its own what is that, characteristics, or the goal is there. So we need to understand that. So similarly, these Panchamahabhutas, whatever we are reading as the deity form in Kraunchadipa water purification is being highlighted, and these prayers has been made for that purpose only, wherein the inhabitants are prayed for, that is submitting their prayers directly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not to the Varun, So you should think about that, how actually the Devta worship has to be. So with this, I conclude today's class. Vancha kalpadarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So any doubts? I need to check in for the respective Dvipas deities actually one more time. I am not able to recollect. Extremely sorry for that. Hare Krishna.